What is going on YouTube? AnkleBullyChris here with another video, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about NBA 2K22. Now look, it's only May. NBA 2K21 still has a good 4 months of the game left, but honestly, this might be the worst 2K of all time. Maybe 18's worse. You know, I know 18 was really bad, and maybe we've forgotten some of those bad things about it. But honestly, I don't know. I think 21 might be worse. There's no dribbling. I mean, like literally you either speed boost and curry slide or you don't win games. That's just what it is, to be honest. But look, in this video, I created my perfect 2K using a few categories that all pertain to my career. If we were doing an entire game, that would be a whole way longer video just because there's so many other modes that I'll have to take into account. But for this video only, obviously for park purposes, only my career is included. And this goes from the build system, the parks, the rep system, rewards, like literally anything that has to do with my career is in this video. Now, the thing about it is that I know many people have their opinions, so I'm curious to see what you guys think. Leave it in the comments down below, because there are so many different 2Ks to choose from, and you choose this and choose that from that 2K. So let me know what you think down below, what you disagree with or agree with, but let's just get right into it. Now the first section of this is the main menu, and this is going to NBA 2K16, no doubt. These animations that you had whenever you would load into a certain game mode or whatever with the 3 cover athletes and Michael Jordan, it was honestly just great because you had the 3 regular cover athletes and then you had Michael Jordan, which was like the Legend Edition. So 4 people in total, and it was just like these little things right here that people add into the game. Whoever made this up deserves a raise. But these little things, they just make the game like feel a lot more complete, I guess. And the actual setup of the menu alone is very good. It's very simple, to the point. And then you still have the Jumbotron on the right side that they would play 2K TV, or I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, back when the servers were up and stuff, they would play 2K18 and stuff on that. Why did I just say 2K18? 2K TV on it. And you know stuff that was going on, if I remember correctly. But no game competes with this menu, so let's get into the next one. Now the next part of this video is my career, and once again, this is no doubt NBA 2K16. If you played this game, you know about Freak, you know about Vic, aka Basquiat, you know about Spike Lee. That's probably why this 2K story was so great, was because of Spike Lee being involved in it. And you know, the story kind of went on through your rookie year, and then it kind of ended after that. But even though you kind of lost your rookie year, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It just, the story was incredible. Losing Vic, honestly, like literally made me sad. I was actually sad when that happened. And to think this was just a video game, living the dream. This was literally just a video game story. But I had never been that sad about any 2K story, or really any story in general in any game. And once again, this is like an untouchable kind of feature that 2K16 had compared to other 2Ks. It's untouchable. This story is the best, no doubt. Frequency vibration, FOF, friend of freak. If you guys know, you know. But look, as you can see right here, this is just the starting menu that I'm kind of showing because I couldn't get into the actual story unless I had to play through the seasons. And obviously I don't have my players, the servers are offline, you know, but I'm just kind of showing y'all a little clip from Freak, his sister, and then Basquiat, aka your boy, that, you know, you lose. But yeah, this story is untouchable. Now this might be a little bit of a hot take, but for the build system, we are going NBA 2K19. Now before you rush to the comments, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Now in 2K16 and 15, the builds, they were a little bit too basic. Inside, outside, balanced. 2K17, my personal favorite, I think the builds were a little bit too limited with the single archetypes. But when it came to 2K19 and honestly 2K18 too, I could have said 2K18, but 2K18 had those 3 badges. Was it glue hands, free throw ace, and I think quick reflexes or whatever it was. Those badges were pretty worthless, and every build got them, I'm pretty sure. So I had to go with 2K19. I believe this is the most balanced build system we've ever had. Now I know what some people are thinking, oh well, this was OP, that was OP, post scoring takeover. Look, I'm talking about just the builder, like on paper. See, people getting confused because you're right, the post scoring takeover in this game was way too OP, but that's gameplay. That has stuff to do with gameplay, okay? The actual builds, like when you look at a build's attributes and stuff, this was the most balanced, especially with the badges. It was kind of like a polished version of 18 and 17. So I don't know, if people want to be creative with their builds, I know they don't like to be limited, even though I think it's more balanced with limits. This is literally the perfect middle ground between like OP next gen builds and then just basic limited 2K17 builds. So y'all let me know. This is probably the hottest take of this video, but I'm gonna have to go 2K19. Even though you might think this is OP, that is OP, I think this is the most balanced build system we've had since, you know, I'm going since 2K15. Okay, so let me know what y'all think. Now for parks, I'm gonna have to go 2K17, no doubt. Now this was the last game that we had 3 separate parks. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, 2K16 was better. Oh my god, what are you talking about? You're casual, you're 12, blah blah. Look at 2K16. It doesn't look bad, okay? It's just very bright. And in comparison to 2K17, I liked the sunset, you know, vibe, darker, dimmer, whatever you want to call it. I like that vibe a lot more. Especially it allowed those lights on top to be added, the lights on the building in the background to be added. It was a lot better. And the thing that I like about this is that the layout it had 3 separate parks, you know, not connected, not a park that I had to skateboard to, none of that. All you did was click a button and you traveled to the other park, and there was 3 of them. 4 if you count ante-up. And not to mention, this was the best ante-up we've ever had. I think it was the same as 2K16 if I remember correctly. But that layout was literally perfect. You go all the way up in this high skyscraper type of building, and you can see out the windows. That was the best, you know, park looking ante-up / park we've had. So that is why I picked 2K17. The layout of 3 different parks and ante-up, that was the best layout. And the reason it gets the edge over 2K16 is just because of looks. That's it. And that's for the park section. Now for events, last thing for events, 2K19, no doubt, that would be the events that I would pick for the 2K22 game. Alright, so starting off with gameplay, shooting also has to go to 2K17. Honorable mention, very honorable mention was 2K19. That had very smooth shooting as well. I just think that in this game, when it goes from attribute to shot percentage, I think it had the best kind of ratio, I guess. Maybe 2K16 could compete with that, but it was kind of like if I had a 75, you would know I had a 75, okay? And like me having a shot creator, I had I think a 71-3 standing 3 and then an 81 standing mid-range, and I could tell 100% the difference between that and like a sharpshooter having a 90. And this was also the game where we had standing attribute and moving attribute, and I think even contested attribute. I don't know why they made it all into one attribute, but look, next section, dribbling, and this is 2K19. I wanted to say 17 because 17 is my favorite game. It has a very special place in my heart. Now don't take this dribbling and be like and compare it to other games, because I'm not a very good dribbler. I'm just kind of showing some of the basic moves that I knew, you know, 2 years after the game cycle ended. But I almost picked 17. That's the honorable mention, was 17. But I know it's 19. 19 had the smoothest dribbling. It even had the Steezo dribbling, I guess you know, like Steezo's kind of dribbling mechanics in it, while also having 2K17 mechanics. Because I don't think the Steezo type of mechanics were just in the game in 2K17. But 19 had that. 17 did not. So dribbling is by far 2K19. I can't argue with anyone about that. If you think differently, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not saying the game was top tier, but the dribbling definitely was. Now for the final part of this section defense, I am going NBA 2K16. Now look, I know what y'all thinking. Oh, this game has better defense. That game has better defense. Look, back in 2K17, I would say that's probably the perfect example. Even 16. 17 specifically because they had lockdown defenders, okay? Those players, you could tell they were lockdowns, okay? Now, in these newer games, you need clamps in order to play defense on any player. And it would be understandable if lockdowns got that badge as like an extra, you know, defensive weapon, you know, because, you know, they're lockdowns. They should be playing good defense. But when you have to put that on every player in order to just literally stay in front of somebody, like, clamp should be a badge that maybe just gives you more bump animations. It shouldn't be something like that you need in order to literally stay in front of the person that you're guarding. That has never made sense to me. That's why I can't put 20 or 21 in a high, you know, spot when it comes to defense. I have to go with 16 or 17, even 18 and 19. But 16 was probably the best overall. I know 17 had a really bad paint defense, you know, other stuff like that. But other than that, that pretty much wraps up the entire video. I went over every section of, you know, the MYCAREER, you know, game mode. Let me know what y'all think down below, what y'all disagree with, agree with, what y'all would change, and even drop your list if y'all want to. But other than that, I mean, it's been AnkleBullyChris. Hopefully, I can only hope 2K22 is a decent game, because it's getting ridiculous. I mean, look at the game I'm playing right now. I'm playing 2K16 on PS5 because it's that bad. But anyways, that was off topic. But anyways, AnkleBullyChris, I will see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a good rest of the day, and I'm out.